everyone. We're going to have a 20-minute Pilates class together. I'm here in beautiful Malaga at Vinuela, and I'm currently on retreat with Yoga Spirit Circle. So you won't need any props for this class, just your body, your mat. Let's get started. So I want you to come to an all fours position. Put your hands on your knees, and then we start with some cat and cows. As you inhale, let the belly drop, let the heart reach forward. And then as you exhale, start to round through the spine, tucking the tail, drawing the chin towards the chest. Again, inhaling and exhaling. So just starting to move the spine, warming up the body. And start to deepen the breath as you inhale. Think about the breath moving not just up and down, but also into the sides and the back of the ribs. And as you begin to breathe out, start to really skip through the abdominal wall. Last two. And last one. On your next inhale, return through the center. Begin to tuck the toes, take a breath in. Think about trying to pull your wrist towards your knees like you're trying to rip the mat in half, and then let the knees just hover off of the mat. Take a full breath in here. And a long breath out. Feel the front body begin to draw to the back body. Try to really push through the palms. Let's take two more. Inhale. And exhale. And one more long breath in. And as you exhale, lift your hips towards the sky. Find your downward dog and begin to pedal through the legs. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Take a breath in to lift both of the heels off the mat. Just start to ripple the spine forward, finding your first plank here. Your hands might need to move just that little bit further forward. So we have a shoulder stacked right above the wrists here, active legs, heels reaching back, and tailbone lengthening down. Take another breath in and out. Again, driving through the palms, pressing through all 10 fingers. Two more. Inhale and exhale. And one more. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to bend the knees and come back to that knee hover position. So knees right underneath the hips, hovering a few centimeters off the mat, and then stepping back out to find that plank again. And inhale, we bring the knees in, and then exhale, step the feet back. So as you're moving here, we're trying to keep the back of the pelvis in line with the shoulder blades. It's not a big rock from side to side as we step in and out. And if you ever need a breather in between, bring the knees in, set them down, and then exhale to step back. And we're going to finish with our knees bent, just hovering off the mat in 8, in 7, in 6. Try to avoid sinking into the shoulders. Think about shoulder blades gliding around the rib cage for 3, 2. And then the last one, bring the knees under the hips, hold there, inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the left and to the right, letting the hips shift, letting the waist twist. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find center, inhale, and exhale. Set the knees down. Well done. Untucking the toes, lengthen the heart, look forward. Inhale, and exhale, round. Good. We're going to turn around so you can sit onto your glutes, facing towards the shorter edge of your mat still. Ground down through your feet. And then reach the arms in front of you to shoulder height. Take a breath in to find length. As you exhale, start to tuck the tailbone and roll yourself just halfway back. So we want to make this C curve shape through the spine. Sitting bones drawing underneath you, and then collars widening. Inhale, and then exhale to roll the spine up again. Inhale at the top, and exhale, rolling back halfway. Keep the feet planted. Inhale, and exhale to roll up. So every time you roll back, we're thinking about sliding the sit bones underneath and rolling till we feel the sacrum or maybe even the low back grounding into the mat. Try to keep a little bit of space between your chin and your chest. Think about the crown of the head still lifting up as you roll back, so we're not shortening in the neck. We've got 8, 7, in 6 we hold that roll back, in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. Next time you roll back, hold there. We're going to start to open our left arm and float our left leg up. As we do that, can you keep your left glute pinned to the mat and both of your shoulders facing forward still? And then we lower the left arm and we close the left leg. And then we do the same on the right. Opening the arm, floating the leg up, pinning that right sits bone to the mat. And then we close. So again, we open on a breath in and we close on a breath out. And we're wanting the weight to stay fairly on the back of the sitting bones here. So feeling that scoot through the abdominal wall. Good, let's try one more on the right hand side. And then I want to give you an option. If you want to try both arms and legs together, we're going to inhale here. Arms and legs float up. And then we close on an exhale. Okay, that lowering phase is going to be really challenging to keep the weight right at the back of those sits bones. If you need to go back to a single arm, single leg, you always can. Good for 2. We're going to see if we can keep our feet off the mat. And we've got one more. Legs lift, arms open, take a breath in. We're going to bring those arms together and then exhale, open them wide, and then bring them together and exhale, open wide for 4. Maybe you can extend your legs for 3. Keep the center strong, legs, heels pressing together for 2. Last one, take a breath in, hold. And as you exhale, slowly let your legs find the mat. And then a big dive up and over your legs, flexing the feet for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale as you sit tall. You might need to check behind you. You've got enough space to roll down all the way onto the back. Beautiful. Let's bend our knees, plant our feet down onto the floor. Arms can come alongside the body. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to start to roll the spine off the mat one bone at a time. Knees reaching forward, long diagonal line here. Inhale. And exhale, roll the spine back down. Just 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale to roll up. Feeling the soles of the feet pressing firmly into the mat. Let's do 1 more of those. Inhale. Exhale, roll the spine up, and then holding at the top, we're going to start to lift our left leg to tabletop. So 90-degree angle again. Check this left hip is still lifting up towards the sky. And we want to keep a sense of length down both sides of our waist here. Let's lower the left foot. Pick up the right foot. Same thing. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right. And then roll the spine down. So just adding a little march to our bridge shape here. And as we're taking that march, we want to make sure the kind of line of the tights or your shorts stays right in the center of the body. So as soon as that leg comes off the mat, there's no big shift of the pelvis, left or right, or tucking under or arching. And keeping that sense of length. And of course, opening of the hips, right? We're in hip extension. So you want to feel the fronts of the hips opening, the back of the hamstrings, the base of those glutes firing. Okay, we're going to do 1 more like this. So we exhale, peel the spine up. 2 marches. 1, 2. Let's keep both feet down on the mat for a second. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let's extend that right leg all the way up to the sky now. From here, I want you to think about your hips staying as high as they can. Right hip in line with the left. I'm going to start with a little tick-tock. So that right leg's just going to move over to the left side. And then we're going to let it open to the right. And again, the line of the tights or the pubic bone stays right in the center of the body. So we're just swaying that leg from side to side. We're stamping down through that left foot, keeping the hips up for 4, for 3. Don't let the weight shift on the shoulder blades. 2, and 1. Come back to center, inhale, and then exhale, lower the right foot down. Ground through that right foot, take a breath in. Exhale, left leg to sky. We cross the midline, and we open. across the midline, and we open. That left hip lifting up to the ceiling, and both of the arms grounding into the mat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find center, lower the left foot down, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, roll the rest of the spine down for 3, 2, and 1. Releasing at the bottom. Nice job. Let's keep our tailbone heavy on the mat, and let's extend that right leg to the sky one more time. From here, I want you to hold the back of your right thigh, and then you might even notice that your shoulders have rounded forward off the mat. See if you can plug the backs of your shoulders down on the mat. Take a breath in, lengthen the crown of the head, and as you exhale, start to walk your hands up the back of that right thigh. So instead of losing that connection of your arms into your back, as you walk up, I want you to feel those upper arm bones plug in, right? Giant lift from the center of the body, from the powerhouse. And then we walk the hands back down. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can climb 1 vertebra higher by really sliding those front ribs down. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. So a little variation on your climb a tree, if you know that from the reformer. The next time you are in the air, stay there for me. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, extend your left leg. Now, it could be high, it could be low, wherever it is. The back of your ribs stay on the mat here. We take a breath in, collars wide. We exhale to switch the legs. Inhale, exhale, switch the legs. So coming into the scissor action of the legs, the center of your sacrum is anchored on that mat. So no rocking from side to side. Good, we've got our last 8, 7, 6, in 5, we'll finish with our left leg to the sky. 4, 3, keep the chest up, keep the neck long. 2, and 1, keep the left leg up, place the right foot onto the mat. Inhale, maybe you walk a little bit higher first, and then exhale, come all the way down. Whew. Feeling those abs. All right, inhale, exhale, walking up. Good, feel the connection, arms into back, collars wide, neck is easy, and then rolling back down. Inhale, 3 more, exhale. Last 2. Good, see if you can go 1 vertebra higher, this last one. We stay lifted. Inhale, pull the upper arm bones into the shoulders, extend the right leg, take a breath in. This time, same movement, but we add in 2 little pulses. We go pulse, pulse, switch, and pulse, pulse, switch. So that pulse is you. Yes, bringing the leg in closer towards the chest, but we do want to maintain the height of our chest. So we're not doing a little head bang in that pulse. Okay, we're trying to keep our rib cage and our shoulder blades peeling up and away. We've got our last 8, 7, 6, keep breathing, for 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Draw the knees in towards your chest and rest the head. Well done. Take a little rock, do what you need, maybe just a deep breath in and out. Good. Let's go ahead and roll onto the left-hand side of the body. So you'll be potentially facing the camera. If you're not, just turn around, lying on the left-hand side. Bring the legs just slightly further forward. You can line the back of the body up with the back of your mat. And then instead of doing this position where the neck can get a little funky, get a little tense, I'd like you to bring your arm long and connect the bicep to the ear. If you need a little support here, grab a pillow, grab a ball, a block, whatever you've got just to elevate the head. We're going to reach that right leg long. We're going to find length in the side of the waist, lightness in this bottom side. We're going to bring our right leg up to hip height. We take a breath in, we're going to start to sweep the right leg forward, pulling that right thigh back in space as you do that, checking if there was a wall behind you, that both halves of the pelvis, top and bottom sides, are pushing back into that wall. We point the foot, we sweep the leg all the way back. So we come forward and back and forward and back. So maybe just the breath, 2 pulses of the breath at the front and at the back. Or maybe you're adding in 2 little pulses through the leg as well. So forward and back and forward and back for 8, 7. This right leg staying at one height as it sweeps, keeping length in this top side. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right leg to hover over the left, flex the foot, and we're going to simply lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. So imagine that heel is trying to reach for something that's on the opposite end of your room. And as you pulse up, we start to feel that work begin in the outer part of our hip for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Lower that right foot down, connect your heels. You find a little bit of turnout through those legs. Really press the heels together, take a breath in. And then exhale, lift both of the legs up and lower them down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, low. So you want to think about lifting from that bottom inner thigh. You want to think about lifting from the sides of the waist. For 4. For 3. For 2. And the next time we lift the legs, we hold it there. For 5. 4. Keep those heels pressing together. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Well done. Press yourself up onto your side. And then I'd like you to take that right hand down, left arm over for a quick stretch. Good, let's place that left hand all the way to the top of the mat. Stamp your right foot in front of your left. So my left pinky toe is on the mat. My right foot is on the mat. We're going to come into our side bend. So right arm elongated, push through this left palm. Feel a connection of the left bicep in towards the side of the waist. Okay, we want to pull those spaces together. We want to fan through our fingers, take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips, stretch your legs, and start to reach the right arm up and over. We want to create this beautiful arc shape through the body. Sydney Harbour Bridge vibes. Inhale, and then exhale, set the hips back down. Okay, let's do just 2 more. Inhale here, proud through the chest. Exhale, drive through the feet. Bring the left shoulder above the left wrist. Lift the hips high, high, high. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale as we sit down, grounding through that left palm. Exhale, extend the legs, pull those inner thighs together, lift through the bottom side waist, draw the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale, and exhale, lower all the way down. Well done. Stack the shins, push off that left palm, give the wrist a little shake. Let's do the other side. So you can either turn around or just swing the legs around, bringing yourself down onto your right hand side. Legs extend, feet stack, and again hips stack. So that imaginary wall behind us, tailbone, shoulder blades, back and head all pressing against that wall. Reach the left heel long, find lightness through the bottom side waist, and then float the left leg up. We move through our front back. So we sweep the leg forward as we exhale. Then inhale, point and sweep the leg back. Think about opening here through the front of the hip. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Maybe adding in the breath first. Maybe adding in those pulses. Notice if the weight stays equal on that right foot. So we want to feel from our pinky toe all the way to our heel that the foot is pressing down. That's our anchor, that's our support. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg to hover over your right one. Flex the foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, inhale, lift. Exhale, check in with that top side waist. Can you keep your hip reaching away from your armpit? For 8, 7, 6, it's 5. Heel is reaching away. 4, leg is long, knee is lifted, kneecap is lifted. 2, and 1. Well done. Lower the legs, squeeze those heels together. Inhale, exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, low. Exhale, lift. Inhale, low. So finding that lift from the underneath the leg, from the inner thigh, from the obliques, the sides of our waist, just for 4, for 3, for 2, last one, hold it up, 5, 4, a little higher, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Heels come in, push yourself off the mat, take hold of that left shin, find your side bend or your mermaid. Good, come on up, point the right hand, bring the left foot in front. Really important, your hand is not here under your shoulder, it goes far, far away. So we've got this diagonal line through this right arm. Open the left arm, feel bottom ribs inside of bicep here, almost like the 2 magnets pulling together. You might even feel a nice stretch down the right side of the waist. Okay, when we're ready, we're driving through the feet, we're taking a breath in. As you exhale, zippering up those inner thighs, lift your hips off the mat, reach that left arm over, push through the right palm. Now one side's gonna feel totally different from the other. Try to lift the hips even higher, create that arc. Inhale, and exhale. Bring the hips back down. Just 2 more, let's do it. Inhale, exhale, drive through the feet, zipper those inner thighs, lift the hips. Inhale here, exhale. Last one, let's go. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale at the top, and exhale. We lower, back down, well done. Stack the thighs, push off the hands, and let's turn one more time to face towards the shorter edge of the mat. Okay, we're going to practice a little bit our open leg rocker, but slightly modified today. So I want you to take your feet together, your knees apart, to create this little V or diamond shape with the legs. As you exhale, start to rock to the back of those sitting bones. And then one leg at a time, just bring your knees in towards your chest. Maybe you point your toes and connect your big toes. Okay, we're going to take a breath in here. Weight stays right at the back of your sits bones. See if we can extend our right leg out long and then reconnect to the big toes. And then we extend our left leg out long and then we reconnect to the big toes. So we're really keeping and maintaining the weight right at the back of those sitting bones. So that little scoop through the lower abdominals. Okay, you might feel a little bit wobbly and maybe fall out of it, and that's okay. Just come back in when you're ready. You could always do this with your feet on the mat for a little bit more support. Okay, this is feeling good. Then maybe we try both legs together. We extend and we bend. Last 3. In 2, we're going to see if we can hold the legs out long. 1 more, extend the legs. Maybe you walk your hands a little bit higher if that's available. Pull your chest through your thumbs. Keep tucking the tailbone underneath you. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw the legs together. Inhale. They could be straight, they could be in tabletop. Take your arms out, find your teaser. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your legs. Big dive up and over. Well done, team. Take a breath in and out. Slowly rolling up through the spine. You can find a comfortable seated position. Let's take a breath in, reach the arms up. And then exhale, take your right hand to your left knee, find a twist. Inhale, return through the center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, return to center, reach the arms up. Connect your palms, draw them towards your heart center, and you're all done. Thank you so much for moving with me today. I'll see you soon on the mat. Bye.